Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting episode of Trigger Warning Radio. I am your host, the Kaiju Conservative. Now, it's my recording day, folks, and I've been struggling to try and find something to talk about. I mean, it's just one of those days that nothing really interests me. You know, there's a lot going on, but I see it all, and I'm just like, I just don't really feel like talking about all that crap. So, I went on to Twitter to try and see if I could find something interesting, and I saw that Stormy Daniels and Mario Kart were both trending. So I was like, okay. That's kind of a weird combination of things to be trending, but let's check it out. Let's click on it and see what's going on, see why these things are trending the way that they are. Well, I did that, and I immediately wished that I had not done that. So, the reason why Stormy Daniels is trending, folks, is because Stormy Daniels has a new book coming out. It's coming out October 2nd. It's called Full Disclosure, and among other things, it details her supposed tryst that she had with President Trump back in 2007. Now, it's very the language is very graphic. Let me just say it's befitting a porn star. let's just say, but it has some very graphic descriptions of that night, as well as graphic descriptions of President Trump's penis, because that sort of thing sells, I guess, especially among leftists. So how did Stormy Daniels describe her night with Trump, and how did she describe President Trump's anatomy? Well, Stormy Daniels wrote that President Trump's penis is smaller than average, but not freakishly small, which is an interesting descriptor, I think, coming from somebody who has spent decades in an industry where she is day in and day out plowed in every single orifice by men with Johnsons that are so big it looks like a baby's arm making a fist. So how the hell does she know what average size is? I mean, isn't it possible, nay probable, that her entire perception of quote-unquote average penis size has been colored by dealing with massive dongs day in and day out in her professional career? I think that's probably a logical assumption. But that's not all, folks. The reason why Mario Kart was trending along with Stormy Daniels is because she goes into even more detail about President Trump's penis. Now, she said that President Trump's penis says it is unusual in shape, and it has a huge mushroom head that's like a toadstool. And when she was describing her night with Trump, Stormy Daniels said, and I quote, "She lay there annoyed that I was getting fucked by a guy with Yeti pubes and a dick like the mushroom character in Mario Kart," which of course is a reference to the character Toad in the Mario Kart and Super Mario Brothers games, who is, as anybody who's played any of those games knows, is probably the most innocent, sweetest character in that entire game, and now I cannot play those games ever again without associating that character with President Trump's penis. Thank you, Stormy Daniels. Bitch. Thank you for ruining an entire series of games for me and everybody else in America. That's the only thing I have to say about that. Now, of course you're probably thinking the same thing that I am, ladies and gentlemen, and that is, why in the hell should I care about any of this crap? You know, aside from the fact that it gives you a plethora of Super Mario Brothers jokes to make about President Trump, like what happens if he eats a super mushroom? The answer to that question is you shouldn't care about any of this. This is not newsworthy. The only reason it's newsworthy is because Stormy Daniels has been built up to be the face of the resistance. She is the queen of the resistance. She is the one person who, remember when her story broke, she was the one person who was going to bring down President Trump, because she could I guess, give us all sorts of personal details about President Trump, or something. I'm still not clear on exactly why she was supposed to be able to bring down President Trump. It's not something that was ever made clear to me, and I've never had any leftist be able to explain it to me with any with any level of logic or anything like that. So. It's just and the level of obsession that leftists on Twitter and across social media have with this and with President Trump's penis in particular, it's actually kind of disturbing, really. I mean, the fact that this would be news at all is it's really bizarre, and leftists on social media right now are acting like 12-year-olds that just found out swear words are in the dictionary. It's just they're tweeting toadstool pictures to each other. They're tweeting toadstool pictures to the world. They're tweeting toadstool pictures to President Trump, and I don't get it. Maybe it's because I've got a functioning brain and I'm not a leftist. Maybe that's why I don't get it. But somebody out there, if you get why this has become such an obsession for the left, please explain it to me and to everybody else in the comment section, because it's just so freaking stupid. Now, the other thing that Stormy Daniels writes about that I think is a little interesting is there's one passage in her book where she's talking about the time that she spent with President Trump, and she says that they were in the hotel room. Trump was watching Shark Week, and Hillary Clinton called. Apparently, because this was around the time of the presidential election. So she writes, to make it crazier, Hillary Clinton called. He had a whole conversation about the race, repeatedly mentioning our plan. Even while he was on the phone with Hillary, his attention kept going back to the Sharks. So I guess the idea there is to kind of plant the seed that Trump and Hillary were working together. That was kind of a conspiracy theory that I had seen cropping up on the left and the right, actually. It was a stupid conspiracy theory that President Trump was going to get the Republican nomination and throw the election to Hillary because he was a Clinton plant and they were best friends, and and that was how Hillary was going to become president. Yeah, we see how well that worked out. So, anyway, Stormy Daniels' book comes out October 2nd, like I said. If you want to purchase a copy, I'm sure you can go on Amazon and buy an advance copy of it or reserve it or something like that. I think there's a hell of a lot better things to spend your money on, personally. But yeah, you know what? If you want to do it, go for it. And you too can go ahead and avail yourself of the insights that only a porn star who has claimed to have sex with President Trump can give the world. Hey guys, thanks so much for listening. Like I said, if you guys out there can explain what the left's obsession is with Stormy Daniels and Trump's penis, let me know in the comment section below. I'd really love to see your answers on that. As always, if you liked what you heard, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Both those things help me out quite a bit. Once again, thanks so much for listening, and I will see you all next time.